For years, I dreamed of going off-grid, but honestly, I didn't think I could do it. I thought I needed the perfect property, the perfect setup, perfect skills. But this week, everything changed. We finally flipped the switch on our solar system, and for the first time ever, our little shed to home is officially powered by the sun. And it only took me 3 years of doubt to get here. Welcome back to the Homestead. Today I want to take you on the journey of how we bought this barn back in 2022, why it sat unfinished for so long, and how I finally found the confidence to wire our solar, connect our panels, and bring this place to life. If you've ever felt overwhelmed starting something big, this story is for you. When we first found this barn in 2022, I immediately saw what it could be. A simple, tiny, off-grid home. A place to raise our kids. A place to grow food, raise chickens, and live free. We bought it with nothing more than a dream and a rough idea of how to make it work for our family. But someday kept getting pushed off. Why? Because every time I looked at the wiring, the solar panels, the insulation, the plumbing, I heard this voice say, "You're not ready. You don't know enough. You're going to mess it up." And so the barn sat. Month after month, season after season, we'd walk by it every day, imagining what it could be, while life got busy with the chicken garden, market gardening, writing books, and raising kids. But deep down, I felt a little defeated. I had the dream, but not the confidence. In 2024, something changed. It wasn't dramatic. There was no big revelation, just a slow, steady build. Our original tiny house we've lived in for almost 10 years has gotten way too small for our family, and we were desperate for a bigger space. The small space was stressful on everyone, so it became time for this off-grid barn to happen, or it was never going to happen. I finally just told myself it didn't have to be perfect, it was never going to be perfect, but it just had to work, and it had to keep our family safe, warm, and secure. Every project I did around the property, every greenhouse, every raised bed, every chicken system, every new idea I tried, I realized something. Wait, maybe I can do this. I didn't need permission or perfection. I just needed to start. Then one day I was standing inside the barn, staring at all the empty walls and quiet space, and I said, it's time to finish this. Solar was a huge mental block for me. Not because it's complicated, but because it felt like something other people knew how to do. But instead of running from it, I dove in. I watched videos, tons of videos. Read manuals, drew diagrams, double-checked connections, triple-checked them, and finally, I connected the solar panels. I wired the charge controller. I hooked the inverters to the battery bank. Then came the moment. I flipped the switch, and the barn came alive. Lights turned on. The system hummed. Power flowed for the first time. I can't even describe the feeling. It wasn't just electricity. It was proof that I can do this. And we really are building the life we talked about for years. In a world that feels more uncertain every year, in a time where systems we depend on seem shakier than ever, becoming resilient isn't just practical, it's peaceful. Having your own power source on your own land that nobody can shut off, that's freedom. Not the loud, dramatic kind, the quiet, steady kind that keeps your family safe, warm, and secure. This barn has gone from a dream to a project I was scared of to a home powered completely by the sun. And we're just getting started. So here we've got two 200-watt solar panels here. And this is what I have going into our EcoFlow Delta Pro. And up on top of the little wood shed here, I have two 100-watt panels. And that's going upstairs to serve our 200 amp hour battery and our little inverter upstairs. This is our EcoFlow Delta Pro unit. I think it stores 3,600 watt hours. It's got a LifePo battery, so it's one of the best kind of batteries that you can get because they'll last for like 10 years. After like so many 3,000 some cycles of recycling the battery only drops down to about 80%, and then the battery will last for a very long time compared to like lead acid type batteries AGM batteries that you would put in your car. This is a more advanced battery. We got this and it's just been sitting around. I've been afraid to set it up, get the solar panels set up and put the wires through the wall. I think that was the biggest thing I was afraid to do. See, right now we actually have sun. It's been really cloudy, really overcast, but we finally get some sun and there's some solar being inputted, bringing into this system. I had to charge this with our car. It comes with a car charger and it comes with a wall charger unit, so you could charge it in a regular outlet in your house and charge it up real fast. Because this sat for so long, because I didn't set the panels up and connect it, the battery was almost dead. And when it's so dead, it won't charge from the solar. It needs to slowly charge up. So I got it up high enough and then connected the solar panels. And yesterday this wasn't working. I had some issues that I had to contact EcoFlow for some support. And then all I had to do was update some firmware on here. And all of a sudden, it's recognizing the solar panels are connected. They're connected with a little clip in the back. One thing I didn't like is that I had to buy the actual connector. It's like a $30 cord that you had to buy separately. I feel like that should have come with this unit that I think we paid around $1,300 for it. It might be cheaper than that now. We got it on a Black Friday sale about a year ago. But it's really cool. It's plug and play. And yeah, you could plug an RV into this. You could you got regular outlets here to plug things in. You can plug in some USBs. We might try putting our mini fridge in here and plugging it in here. We were thinking about maybe doing a mini freezer. We were talking about maybe connecting a freezer to this because we have a antique fridge that we think we might want to use as long as it actually keeps food cold enough. And if we had a freezer that was powered by this, we could put ice packs from the freezer into the antique fridge, and that would be really neat to do. And then we could have the fridge there. We could have a little freezer here. That would be really cool. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, what we're going to do yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. But this unit's really cool, and this is what we have powering our first floor here in our barn. And we also have power upstairs, and I'll show you that right now. Okay, so upstairs here I have this 200 amp hour battery. This is just like an AGM or lead acid, I think, style battery. It's very heavy, very, very heavy. And what I have is I have these cables connected. This is an inverter. All of the panels outside, they come in, and all the panels first come into this charge controller. Got this from Renogy. You can see batteries charging. That's how much is coming in right now from the solar panels. Very cool. And so the solar panel wires come into here, and then it also has 2 wires to go to the battery. So this regulates how much power is coming in first before it goes anywhere else, and then it's sending it to our battery. And the battery is being charged, and then the battery is sending power to this little inverter that I think we got this at Harbor Freight. Not too expensive, but you see, it works. It works. I haven't plugged anything into this yet, but we just wanted a way to connect some cables or, you know, charge our phones at night or just anything we might need to plug in up here. We can do it now with this simple setup, and that's super cool. If you're working on your own homestead dreams, whether it's solar, chickens, gardening, or a tiny home, just know this: you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step, and then the next. If I can do this, anyone can. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and like this video also if you found it helpful. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.